incidences. They're reporting to me daily and will continue their urgent efforts to do so, and I will communicate that to the Congress. We don't yet know exactly what these three objects were, but nothing right now suggests they were related to China's spy balloon program or that they were surveillance vehicles from any other country. The intelligence community's current assessment is that these three objects were most likely balloons tied to private companies, recreation or research institutions studying weather or conducting other scientific research.
Wait, what? What? Hold on, what? We're just shooting down anything? You know what? We're going to ask Lisa about it. Joining me now, the editor-in-chief at the Foreign Desk. I can't wait to hear Lisa unpack this. Lisa Daftari. Lisa, okay, so help me understand what I just heard there. The president is either lying and covering up for a foreign country, or I don't know which one is worse, or we are just officially just blasting away at anything that flies now in America. What did I just hear?
Yeah, it just doesn't add up, right? He's basically repeating the propaganda of the Chinese government that said these are satellite images for weather or whatever it is, or just dismissing it as private company balloons. I mean, private company balloons, if they're here from a foreign country, just like those individuals who are in our universities and in our labs and in our places of government, shouldn't be there. Look, best case scenario, the Chinese were kind of figuring out how much they can get away with. As Congressman Darrell Issa said when I was in Washington last week, they were measuring before they cut. And I like that phrasing. And worst case scenario, we already heard that these balloons did have espionage capabilities, so that they were already doing what they were planning on doing in the future, which is spying on us in a very detailed way over our nuclear locations and to find out more than they already know. Look, Jesse, the problem is that they already have so much of an into our country, into very delicate, very sensitive places where they should not have information. And this is just one more, episode of proving to us how deeply they have infiltrated.
Lisa, help me understand what information they can gather by flying something overhead that I can't gather hopping on a Southwest Airlines flight this afternoon with my cell phone camera out there. It's hard for a normal person or an idiot like me to understand what China gains by flying something 60,000 feet in the air, taking pictures. I know it's something, I just don't know what it is. What is it?
Right. Yeah, it goes both ways, right? So again, they're seeing how deep they could get into our airspace without us noticing, without us. How long will it take us to shoot it down? How annoyed will we really be? And how will President Biden react? And we saw how he reacted at the podium. But worst case scenario, again, this is espionage technology, which is what experts are telling us. That means that they are able to take pictures, they're able to take video. They know exactly where our nuclear facilities are located. They know where our vulnerabilities are. They know how well these areas are kept in terms of security. They're able to take pictures. They're able to do copycat technology copy. We know that they do that. They have done that in the past with other things as well. Again, why should we allow the Chinese to have this kind of access? And why did we wait so long? What kind of message is that sending? And then to have Biden stand at the podium and basically cover up for them and to lie to the American people, because what the experts are telling us does not line up with what he just told us. So there's a bit of a problem here.
There's a huge problem here. Lisa, can you, how screwed are we? And I know that's a terrible question, but this is what I mean. If we have a government, maybe even a president's son, God only knows how many people in the administrative state, if we have a government that covers up for China because of ties for China, at the same time China is getting aggressive with us, well, that makes normal people like you and I a bit nervous, because what are we supposed to do? I can't go to war.
No, we can't go to war. And then our government is bowing down more and more and more and allowing these bad actors to get away with more. Look, on the face of it, our foreign policy is so weak. So our enemies are walking all over us. So we're already, to use your own words, screwed in that sense, right? Then when you see them actually behind the scenes cutting deals with them. We have questions about Ukraine. We have questions about China, of course. We have questions about Iran's regime. Why aren't we being more aggressive with them? Why are we pushing them into the hands of the Chinese? Why are we allowing the Iranians to sell drones to the Russians? Why are we allowing these new bedfellows to get closer and closer than ever before? So our weak foreign policy has serious consequences that we are already seeing the ramifications of. But then there's, again, like you said, another layer of what's going on behind the scenes. What has been promised to whom? And how is our foreign policy now paralleling that in order to fulfill those promises?
Support the First TV today and get instant access to exclusive specials like Who is Ron DeSantis, the history of FBI scandals, and America's worst presidents. Visit thefirsttv.com/support or download the First TV app to become a supporter and start watching today.